What is happening to this race? What is happening in this race? We're literally like 10 laps in and it's an absolute travesty. Why did I look? I literally just looked at you for a... What was that? Good morning. Afternoon, evening. Sorry, is that a bit loud? Wherever you are in the world, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to F1 Manager 2022. I don't know how many races we have left of this season, to be honest. We'll have a look at that here in a second together. But we're coming in after a fantastic race weekend. If you didn't see the last video, it was good. It was good. Spoilers. We had a 1-2 finish, ladies and gentlemen. A 1-2 finish, which is great. We haven't got our new car parts yet. We're not going to get those until this race and another one, I believe. We'll have a look at that in a second. But it's been great. As you can see, our upcoming race is a little kangaroo here. Does it look like a little kangaroo? But first and foremost, teams, we're obviously... I'm pretty sure no one can catch up to us, but, you know, we're going to keep going. Lando and Russell smashing it as far as the drivers are concerned. Let's have a look at our inbox real quick. Upcoming board review in a week's time. Pretty sure it's going to be incredible. So the gearbox, we're going to have to switch those out. Gearbox, going to have to switch those out. Post-race overview. This is, I think we went over these last time. But I think the auto-save in this game, it's weird. But anyway, you'd think when you like go to cancel, it would auto-save right before you quit. But it doesn't. It auto-saves from the last like milestone point. Anywho, so is the calendar. Let's take a little look. So here we have the Hungarian Grand Prix. And then I'm just trying to see, when do we get... So then we have the research complete. That's nothing. That's for next season. Oh no, this is the same week. So we have this one race. And then we have... Where is it? Where's our... Upgrade complete. Race simulation. Okay. And then we have another race at the end of the summer break. And then our underfloor's complete. So we're not... We have two races before the Dutch Grand Prix, which is when we get our new underbody, underfloor. So that should help us out a little bit. But also, while this is happening, the other teams are developing too, so it's getting a little tense. I say this every time, but we had a 1-2 finish last race, so you never know what's going to happen, though. You never know what's going to happen. Why does I sound like Stewie Griffin there? Okay. So let's go to the cars, because obviously we're having some issues with the powertrains here. So, gearbox. We need a new gearbox. We're on our 4th gearbox. And we're obviously going to get a grid penalty eventually, because we're going to need another one soon too. I go through these things like nobody's business. Oh, no, I forgot I can... Hold on. So 1, and then I can go car 2. He needs one too. Okay. So then ERS is good for you. What about number 2? We're probably going to need a new engine here soon, which is going to be our... Oh, we're on 3. Some grid penalties are coming our way, that is for sure. We've gone through 3 engines. How many races do we have left? Let's actually have a gander. So we have this race, so 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've got 11 races left. And we've gone through all of our powertrain stuff. Yikes. It's because I push too hard, man. I'm always on aggressive. And I need to learn to balance our tires more. But we're winning these races. But listen, I've won a race before from coming in. I think we were 19th, 20, and we came in like 1st and 3rd. I can't remember exactly, but you know, we'll do it. We'll do it. Okay, so the circuit. So this race. So right now we're on the Hungarian right here. So we're about halfway through. Right, so we're here, we have these to go. Yeah, we're basically like halfway through. So this is the track, the little, I mean, it does look like a kangaroo. Hamilton, so it's 70 laps, so I like that, shorter track. Circuit overview, so there's 2 DRS. I'm not a huge fan of having DRS right out of a corner and then DRS again. And it's not even really on a straight, is it? It's kind of like a bend DRS. I almost feel like this would be a better DRS here or here. than like DRS turn DRS, because like you pass somebody, you take the corner, and then they pass you, and then there's no chance to overtake with DRS, at least for the whole rest of the race track. It's just DRS, and then you got to kind of wing it. So you're going to want to make sure you're in the leading position coming out of the second DRS zone so that you can actually win the race here. So by speed, okay, it's a pretty balanced map. We got a lot more medium corners. Our car isn't great right now, it's just not. So it says you need low speed and medium speed. So let's look at our car here in a second. So it's going to be a one-stop race we're going to do. Okay, and it's a cooler track. So if we look at cars real quick, and then we'll jump into doing some stuff here. Okay, so show rank on grid. See, we're not great. So it says, I mean, look, if you compare to like Red Bull, they're first on almost everything. Top speed, we're good. Acceleration, we're not. We need acceleration. We need to fix this stuff, and hopefully our new underbody here will fix this. Low speed, medium speed. This isn't a winning car, you know what I mean? We have good acceleration on DRS, which is good, because at least we have that. That's what wins races, right? But everything else isn't great. We're definitely in the top part, but being like 5th and 7th and 11th, it's just not. It's not good enough. We need to upgrade these cars, which is something we're going to work on. Okay, so I think we're ready. I think we're ready to rock and roll. So research complete. Okay, and we have an email. I'm pleased to inform you that the board now have high confidence in your leadership as a team. Board reviews in 5 days. We'll wait for that. Financials, monthly car development. So yeah, acceleration is something we definitely need to work on. Yeah, okay. Suspension research, okay. Continue. Alright, here we are in the practice. Let's just make sure. Okay, you can pause that and read it if you would like, but it's pretty repetitive. Okay, race prep. So, let's just go ahead and do those. We've been pretty consistent with it. So, fastest lap will be good, and the finish position will be good. The finish position edit. How much more? Why have I never noticed this before? Finish the race in at least 8th position with at least one driver. If we double that, it's double the money. Finish position. Should we just go 5th to be on the safe side? That's a nice payout. We'll go 6th. I've never noticed that before, and I'm sure some of you guys have been screaming at me for not doing that. But no one said nothing, I don't think, in the comments, so... can I change these too? I can! I'm an idiot! It's only taken me half a season to figure out that I can do this. With both drivers, doubles it. Qualifying's difficult, because sometimes it can be tough. We'll keep that on 8th, though, because we don't qualify great. Reach Q2 with both drivers. I mean, these are big payouts we're going for now. This is eye-opening. I feel like I've never noticed this before. Qualified 10th or higher. 5 races in a row. We'll do it. Qualified 10th or higher for 2 races in a row with at least one driver. Why did I think it said 10? Okay. We'll do both drivers. We'll qualify 10th or higher. And we'll put it... Is that a big jump? It's kind of a big jump. Hot streak target. I mean, that's a big payout. Should we say 5 races? Or do we just... I mean, there's 700k or 2.9. We're going to do it! I'm feeling cocky. I was gonna say, you thought I was going to say I'm feeling confident. Now I'm feeling cocky. So the potential loss is almost 1 million, but the reward's 4.6 million. You know what I mean? So we're just going to go for it, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. So let's see. I think that's it. I think we're... we'll see what happens. Okay, let's go to the race weekend. So as always, guys, I'm going to skip through the the practice and the qualifying. Like I say, if you really want to see it, leave it in the comments below and I'll start adding it in. But not a lot of people seem to say they want to see it. So the reason I skip through it is it's boring. It's boring for me to do, so I'm sure watching it's boring as well. And it takes time. It's literally, this video is either an hour and a half or it's 3.5 hours. That's the difference. Like doing this, doing the practice runs and the qualifying, it takes like an hour, so it's a lot of time. And to be completely honest with you, the majority of the time it's just me. I just literally sit here on my phone, like I just sit here like scrolling through Instagram or something, because I literally send them out and then I speed it up times 16 and just wait, and then I come in, do the tweaks, then send them out. It's kind of boring. You can do it, obviously. Oh, we got rain on Saturday. I want another rain race. So yeah, I send them out and then I bring them in. It's just boring. It's very repetitive. So I'll see you guys here in a second. All right, guys. Usually I don't start the video here. I finish the qualifying, right? But so the setup was awful. The setup, we had a really bad setup. I think both of them got to like 88, 89%. It was just a rough setup. But we've got lucky in qualifying so we're in Q3 now. Q2 we were lucky, and Q3, fingers crossed, we're lucky. We just did one lap. I was about to, get ready to send them out, because you can see here, we're right here. So I can, recalibrate them and then send them out here. But I don't think I'm going to send them out at all again. I think we got lucky. Let me show you why. So we sent them out here, where it was dry. And now it's raining. So I'm never going to be able to get a faster lap that I've already got. So there's no point me sending them out. But the only other people are me and Vettel. Our two drivers and Vettel. So they shouldn't be able to get a faster lap than us. We should, in all honesty, get 1 and 2 on this grid, because we sent them out before it started raining. This is why you need to do it, Mike. Why does it seem like was my tan just faded? I still seem so white. It's just, I sit right in front of a window right here, so it's just like proper white, bright. I live in California too, so it's just bright light in my face constantly. It's probably not good. But anyway, we may have a pole position and a 1 and 2 here because of the rain. This could be this is why you need to do it manually, so you can check the weather. But anyway, I'm not going to send them out again. We're going to let them just go. I can't imagine anyone's going to beat us now, because it is raining. Yeah, look at the times. They're 10 seconds. 10 seconds behind us.
Understood.
The rain is only getting worse. So I'm feeling pretty confident right now that we can just sit here and relax. It doesn't look like anyone's sending anyone out. No one's doing a second lap. Oh, these guys are. When it is at its heaviest rain. Yeah, this is going to be interesting. If we actually look at the... let's look at who's out here. Verstappen. He's our intermediates, but he could probably be on wet at this point. But yeah, these guys aren't. I feel good. Na, 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 na. I do that I would. Na, 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 na. Yeah, we're Gucci. I think we got a P1, P2 for this race because of that rain. Absolutely mental. Yeah, no one's coming in. Oh, baby, I love the way every day. So we got a P1, P2, Vettel in the AlphaTauri. What's going on here? Alpine was up there crazy. Now AlphaTauri, they got a new car parts or something? Because they're smashing it too. So they got a grid penalty though. So does Perez. So Alonso and Ricciardo maybe in the top 10. I don't know. We'll see what's going to happen. But Verstappen in 7th. Mercedes in 8th. And we're probably going to be 6th and 7th because of the grid penalty. We got Alpha, and then we've got AlphaTauri. What's happening? And we also got fastest lap, obviously. Alright, I'm feeling confident in this race. Here's the one bad thing.
Folks, we're back for another day of scintillating F1 action.
Scintillating F1 action. The one thing I'm scared about is Norris's engine, because Norris's engine is at 50%. So, yeah. So, sponsors, let's jump onto this. So, position gain. We're in 1-2. After qualifying, you're able to offer performance guarantee to your sponsors. So, I'm saying both of them will be first. I don't even think I can do that, right? I don't think I can do that because they can't go up. They can only go down, so I'm not going to touch that. I'm not going to touch it. Okay, my favorite part. Is it going to rain? No, so we've got no rain. No rain. And it's also, by the looks of it, a very cool track because these tires are lasting a very long time. So let's go ahead. As always, we always have him start on hards and finish. Hold on. Okay. Start on hards. That hard tire is not lasting very long, though. What's going on here? Hold on. Yeah, speeding it up reduces this tire dramatically. It must be... I mean, it's long, it's 70 laps, right? We always do pretty good with tire wear, though, so I would assume it'd be more in line with this. But going hard, this isn't a one-stop. I was trying to do... Let's actually go back. Let's go back. Report, circuit info. So they were saying you could do a one-stop, right? I mean, this is a one-stop. Do we either do a two-stop and lose 20-something seconds, or go slower and try and do a one-stop? I don't know. We're going to have to just wing this one, guys, to be honest with you. This one's a lot more confusing than my normal thoughts on it. Let's go medium. I mean, we could do hard. Even if on fast, that wouldn't work. I know there was an update recently. I said last video that I should probably check that, but I didn't. Okay, so if we're going like hard, maybe we stay regular pace. And then I can do medium. I mean, we could try this. I mean, look how dramatic that the difference is. Has it always been like that? There has to be an update that's happened or something. I cannot remember it being that hard of a drop-off by speeding up a little bit. Like, that's insane. We're going to have to just manage our tires manually. But this is the strategy we're going to go for. But we're just going to have to manage it. I mean, if we do a 2-stop or 3-stop like this. Let's see. What did it say he's doing it in? 134.43. 134.43. 134.41. So this is even faster. So let's put him on this. I can't... Okay, if I put that on hard, it's literally like no laps. So what if we put him on... No, because he's in second place. It's quite insane, isn't it? What if you do hard... Look at that. We'd have to do 3-stop strategy. You can't push hard, basically, on this circuit. You could probably do that. This is okay. Okay. If he's already in first, yeah, let's keep him on this. Let's keep it on this. Two completely different tire strategies here. Two completely different tire strategies. Sorry, I had an itchy ear. Two completely different tire strategies. I didn't even realize that he's starting first. I thought it was Norris. Okay. I mean, he's been a better driver recently anyway. Let's be honest. Okay, so what are we thinking? Let's go with this. I'm gonna have to pause it and get a soda.
It's bright and sunny as the drivers line up on the grid. And here we've got...
It's gonna be insane.
This is it. The Hungarian Grand Prix.
1-2 start does look beautiful though.
And it's lights out and away we go.
Okay, so the other guys are gonna be on push. We have AlphaTauri, Bottas. Okay, these guys are going to be on push. But the tire wear on this, I don't know what to trust anymore. I don't know what to trust. I really don't know what to trust. But I think we'll push the first lap. We're not going to push on the fuel. We're not going to push. Maybe we'll have him on deploy. Just to get ahead a little bit. What do we think? We'll put him on deploy. Just to see what happens. Alright, I'm gonna go grab a soda water. We're fancy today too. We got that LaCroix. Anyway, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. We are fancy today. We got the hibiscus. We're drinking a flower. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers to you. Cheers. Hopefully you had a good race. We have a good race and no spins. Knock on wood. No engine failures. No crashes. All of the good stuff. You ready? Stay
close.
We've got Bottas coming up on the outside there. Alright, let's watch. Bottas is right on our tail. Right on our tail. Look at him. We do have deploy on. We're going to speed it up. We have deploy on. So let's see if we can get... We need to get a second ahead of these guys so they can't use DRS on us. Which is our strategy going into this. If we can get a second ahead, we'll get the fastest lap. And then we'll get... It's just a second ahead. That's all I want. So Bottas is like a second ahead too. Bottas is seeing what we're doing and he's racing. Alright, we're second ahead. Let's go to neutral. We're second ahead. I mean, Russell's a lot further ahead than we are. You know what, Norris? Let's put you on deploy again because that's a little too close for my liking. Bottas is 1.2 seconds. Everyone's pretty far. The top guys are pretty goddamn. They're pretty far. They're pretty far apart. He's 1.5 ahead.
DRS is enabled.
Okay, it's enabled. Let's go on neutral. Alright. Now, where's my... I can just... I can sit back and relax. And enjoy the race, shall we? I mean, Russell is quite far ahead of Norris. I'm not going to lie. Russell is quite far ahead of Norris. He's just... Look how much faster he is. That's insane. Okay, we need to put our tyres, I think, to standard. Because if we look at this, we know that the tyre wear on this track is going to be ridiculous. So let's try and conserve. Hopefully they don't catch up too much. Let's watch. So we're not worried about Norris, obviously. Bottas is 1.4. 1.4, he's dropping 1.3. How are they pushing so hard? 1.2. If he gets to 1.1, we're going to have to go into attack. Oh, he's in bloody 1.1. Okay, let's go aggressive. No, let's go attack. We can't. We can't have him get into striking distance of us. It's kind of weird. Like, I feel like we have to push. Look at him. He's 1.1. He's right behind us. I just don't want to have a DRS battle. I'm hoping his tires... There's no way he's... How is he at 90%? How is he at 90% tires? And don't tell me he's not pushing. His tire wear's gotta be awful. He's right behind us. He's still not able to strike at us, though. But if I'm not pushing, he's catching up. But pushing these tires is really hurting. Look at this. These tires can't perform at a push rate. Bottas, this doesn't make sense. I'm having to push to stay. Okay, I have hard tires. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe since the there's got to be an update. Hold on a second. There has to be. Let me double check. I think they've made it more realistic. Give me 1 second. Okay, guys, there has been an update, and it is clear as day. It is so obvious, right, when we're watching this. So, obviously, originally, hard tires, you're not supposed to be able to race on them. They're for the long haul. So the fact that he's catching up to us as easy as he is, unless we're on attack, that's more realistic, and it is being updated in the game. So it is. This is going to be an interesting race for us because of that. Now, so they've adjusted the tire performance, the degradation rates. So I'm just going to give you guys the patch notes just so you know, so you can see what we're going to be witnessing in this race. And performance during degradation for all compounds across weather types. So, interesting. Updated behavior of back markers and slower moving cars so they move aside more effectively when required, which is important. We always complain about that. They never move out the way. Further adjustments to car part development focus and attribute trade-offs to help balance player progress versus other teams. Progress. Updated fuel delta display to improve readability and stability. Fuel delta is now measured in kilograms and is relative to the expected fuel load at the current point in the race. Improvements to car behavior when racing side by side, reducing instances of unnecessary slowing. Yeah, I talk about that all the time, even in last race. I was like, it's like two magnets, the opposites. They get doing, they get flung away when they get close to each other. It's like, they'll be racing, and they'll get close, and then they'll fung. It was annoying, so I'm glad they fixed it. Improve the AI strategic behavior during wet weather conditions. That sucks, because that was one of the things I loved, if you guys remember. I said that I was really good during the wet races to predicting it before they did. But they say they've improved it, but in all honesty, during the qualifying, they still didn't. No, I don't know. Maybe they didn't fix it during qualifying. Fixed an issue where safety car would pull aside to let cars pass if the race leader entered the pits. Interesting. Fixed, I never noticed that. Fixed an issue where saving on a specific screen would cause all 20 cars to appear during Q2. Never seen that. Added super wide monitor support. I don't have that. Minor adjustments to starting car performance, starting facility levels, and board performance expectations for a small number of teams to align with the real world performance. Okay. General stability. Fix multiple car crashes caused by various events, including... Hold on, let me just go through this real quick. Multiple corrections made to staff information, including age and accompanying photos. Fixed an issue where drivers would remain in a bookmark slot after retiring. Fixed a small hole in the car model for several cars. Cinematics, whatever. Circuits. Facilities. Pit stops. Yeah, okay. So supposedly this came out on the 25th. So that was this weekend, and I haven't played... No, I did. When did I play? No, I haven't played since the update. Great. So we've come into this, and our strategy has been... So... I'm racing right now with a hard tire. When I shouldn't. We're going to leave him on... So this is completely threw a wrench into this. Because the strategies I used to do have now changed. Like, all these races I've done, I'm so comfortable and confident and used to how it was before that now it's a dramatic difference. You guys saw when I was setting up, I'm like, wait, the tire, I thought it was the track, but it's not. They've just actually changed it. So the one-stop strategy for me is probably not going to be that possible anymore. I mean, we're on a hard tire here, and we're gonna have to stay in. We're not gonna be able to be aggressive, really. So holding on to the 1-2 position here is gonna be. They've made the game a lot more difficult. So Norris, you're gonna have to go to standard, my guy. Listen, I mean, Bottas is gonna catch us, but Bottas is also on a soft tire, which is realistic. I can't complain. I'm just so used to the way it was that, you know, I was racing with that in mind. But now, yeah, everyone's going to pass us. In real life, a hard tire is not a good strategy. So this is going to hurt my performance a lot during this race. So our first pole in a 1-2 position. And we're going to have to see how the... Verstappen, by the way, has gained a ton of positions. Oh, man. This race is going to be difficult. This race is going to be really difficult.
We've had a crash.
It's just more realistic, though. I shouldn't have gone hard tires. I wish I would have known about this sooner. Because Norris... Yeah, Norris on hard tires. This isn't going to be a good race for him.
Red Bull moved
This
up.
is our first race of basically a completely new update. This is going to be very difficult. And Verstappen. So, before this race, I was confident. We had a 1-2 start. I'm like, this is easy peasy. I honestly thought I pushed hard at the beginning so that we could get them ahead. And I'm like, okay, there's going to be no DRS. We're going to cruise through this. But this new tire thing, I wish I would have practiced first. I mean, you have the practice runs and stuff, but I didn't feel any difference during practice. Any difference. And now all of a sudden in the race, it's a dramatic difference. So this is going to be difficult. This is going to be really difficult for us. He's on hard tires. He's going to drop. This is a huge difference. I mean, he's going to have DRS now too. Yeah, my instant reaction, I don't know if it is drastically different. Like, it is drastically different. My instant first impressions is they've tweaked it too much one way. Looking at this as well, how is Verstappen gone up 5 or 6 positions? Obviously, if you're going up 5 or 6 positions, you're pushing, right? So he has to have been pushing, yet his tires are like 20% better than mine. Not 20%, but his tires are much better. Look at that. 63% is on Norris, and Verstappen is at 80% almost. So the fact that his tires have been pushing as hard as they have, and for him to be doing better, I mean, this is night and day difference what they've done here. Night and day. You can physically see the updates they've done. So, in the corners, when you used to corner, And when you try to overtake, you know, the cars, when they got close, they would kind of slow down on each other. Now, I mean, he was able to pass us there like nobody's business. This is going to be an interesting race. I don't know if we're even going to get a podium. I mean, we'll see. We need to stay on him, though, so we can get DRS. Okay, here's our DRS. We are first in the game with DRS. That's the one thing we rank high in. Let's see what we can do to him on the flip here.
McLaren gain a position.
Oh, well, good job, Norris. This is going to be a really interesting race. I don't know. It feels like a completely different game. It feels like a completely different game. Okay, DRS. So it's DRS. And then you turn this corner, and then it's DRS again. Yeah, so we can't take him. Now, here's the thing. Realistically, Verstappen and the Red Bull car is the best on the track. He's the best driver. Him and Hamilton are ranked the highest drivers. So as far, they should be better drivers. And the car is still ranked number 1. So, I mean, he should be number 1. But it shouldn't. I mean, this is a night and day difference. I mean, if you would have been watching us race 3 days ago with a 1-2 start like that, I think we would have easily won the race and probably had a 1-2 finish. And you could argue that this is better, right? You're like, oh, you know, if it's that predictable and easy. But now it is dramatically different. And I don't know how much we like this. We have no DRS now, because we're second behind. I could have swore, I was keeping my eye on the track for the markers. I could have swore that we were in under a second before we hit the marker, but I trust the game. I trust the game. So Verstappen now is going to get such a lead that it's going to actually be insane. Now, our tyres are at 52%. His is at 68%. You can't tell me he had... That's the one thing I'm noticing that's kind of annoying me. Is you cannot tell me he's at 60... I pushed for like 2 laps.
Did someone run wide there?
I pushed for 2 laps. And it went down dramatically, right? If we look at this... Like, I pushed hard and it started dropping and then we eased up a little bit. So I pushed hard for like 2-3 laps. He came from 6th or 7th on the grid to 1st and is now absolutely running ahead of us. You can't tell me his tyre wear is better than ours after doing that. I'm a little perplexed. Now, our tyre strategy is... with this new update, our tyre strategy... You know, is not gonna... It's completely... We're gonna have to relearn, basically. Because I've been so used to how the game is played up until now that it is... It's like a different... It's, you know... It's completely different, basically. How much further ahead is he? I mean, he's 3 seconds ahead of us now. And he's sitting on his tyres like he's just coasting. He's sitting like he's on conserve. Like, this is insane. How much better he is than we are. I mean, Norris is going to say, if he does a one-stop strategy, Norris is going to save 20 seconds, right? He's going to save like 25 seconds, let's say, on a pit stop. But with Verstappen now 4 seconds ahead of us, Is he out the
It's a
race?
spin.
Let's
Let's
watch.
take a look at the replay. Now here we see Max Verstappen.
He wasn't.
And yes, that's where they spin out. That's going to be a big blow to the team. Will they be able to recover? We'll see.
He's still sitting here. He's back out. He's back out in 14th. The game's listening. It's listening. I'm being watched. Like, that's what you get for pushing so hard. So how far behind is he now? From leader. It's not even that much. It's only 18 seconds. That's nothing. That's nothing. That better have hurt him. That better have bloody hurt him. Wait, he's on hards? Am I losing my mind? Wasn't he on softs? Wasn't he on soft tires? I could have swore he was on softs. Was he on hards this whole time? Bottas has switched to hards. He switched to hards, right? He's not on his way in. Bottas was on hards? No. The whole race, I could have swore Norris was the only one. You can rewind this. I am 99.9% sure Norris was the only person on hard tires. And now it's saying Bottas was on hards and Verstappen was on hards? But Bottas is switching even though he's on hard? Hold on a second. This isn't making any sense. Verstappen is on softs. And Bottas was on softs. There's something going on here. The game, they've updated it and they've broken it. It is broken. It is broken. It is broken. Why did I look? I literally just looked at you for... What was that? What is happening to this guy? He literally drove off when I looked at him. And then he was driving back on. And then he was like, nah, I'm going to sit right here.
And that's the lockup.
You want to watch that again?
Let's
Where he
see what
decided not
happened
to
there.
bloody
Now
move?
let's look at this. Here's
Look.
George Russell.
So as I looked at
Just
him,
a
he
bit
went
too
off.
heavy on the brakes, and they've locked
And then he
up.
goes back on. And then it's like, nah. What is happening to this race? What is happening in this race? We're literally like 10 laps in and it's an absolute travesty. He just went off. He just went off.
I cannot do anything.
Hamilton just decided to go on a safari and lost no time. What has happened? They've updated this game and it's like I'm playing F1 Manager 2020. It's like it's a different game. Do we have... What's happening? There's a safety car. Alright, so you're gonna pit onto hards. And you're also gonna harvest. You're gonna harvest. Do we pit Norris? There's no point, right? we're going for a one-stop strategy, but now with this whole thing, the safety car seems like a big deal now. God, I feel like I'm gonna have to relearn this game. So I could pit now and have him do 2. I'm trying to think. I can't pit now. I can't pit him.
Safety car deployed, safety car deployed.
Yeah, he's pitting. I feel like Norris could pit for another set of hards and then go. So just hear me out. If Norris pitted and got another set of hard tires, he could go even further and then possibly do the softs at the end. I don't know. This game is just. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm relearning everything. So he's going to pit and go into hards. Norris is on hards. If we pit and go into another set of hards, and then put him... So if he goes on hards, he'd go to here and then have to switch. No, there's no point. No.
There's been a crash. Let's have a look. We're just watching the Red Bull.
This has been an insane lap.
A definite collision there. That's very unfortunate.
That is. Sucks to be you. Conserve, recharge. What? I mean, everyone's pitting. I guess it's more realistic. They've definitely updated it. I mean, I don't know if it's for the better or for the worse, to be honest. I have no idea. I don't know if it's for the better or the worse. This update. I mean, Russell is now 15th. Where's Verstappen? Now he's on hards. These guys are attempting a one-stop strategy, right? Or maybe not, they're doing a two-stop. I don't know. I have no clue what the hell is happening, guys. This race, it's like I'm playing a different game. It's like I'm playing a different game. I don't know what's going on. Speed it up. I'm glad we got fully charged DRS. It's one positive.
So the safety car is in this lap. The safety car is in this lap.
Alright.
Oh my god, what do we even... Okay, so the safety car is ending. We need to put him... Do we even go on attack? I guess we can attempt this. Attack and overtake. Oh, let's see.
Let's try and push up.
Well, not right this second.
Okay.
This is insane! We got a position. Come on, Williams. Let's get Williams out the way. Alright, it's gone deploy. Or neutral, sorry.
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
Get out of here.
And recharge off.
Okay.
So Alpine is on medium tires. They could be going for a one-stop. I'm guessing they're going for a one-stop. Alright, there goes Alonso. It's fine. He's also on soft tires.
Great overtake.
Back in the rhythm now.
So I can't complain anymore. You just can't complain anymore.
Alpine just advanced.
I mean, if I was watching F1 on TV, let me just continue, I wouldn't... I mean, I would be mad if someone on hard tyres was beating somebody on softs. It wouldn't make sense. So they've definitely put it in the right direction, I think. But I think it may have been too extreme. Like, it's been a big difference. Ooh, nice overtake there. Like, it's been it's a difference. It's a difference. It's a big difference.
Gain a position.
I don't think anyone ahead of us is pitted, right? No, Bottas, Hamilton, Ricciardo. So how did Russell go for... I mean... I don't know what to say. This race is like it's like I'm playing a brand new game.
And DRS
that
enabled,
I've never
DRS
played
enabled.
before. Go for DRS then. You say it's enabled, yet you do not give it to me. It'll be enabled on the next corner, I'm guessing. Norris, oh, you're on bloody... No wonder, you're on snail pace.
Maximum pace.
I'm happy.
Oops. You know what, we'll have him on attack for a little bit since we did conserve quite a lot of
Let's
tyre
have
there.
100% pace. 100% pace.
Cool.
Cool. Let's see what's going to happen. Norris, I don't expect to... I mean, I think if we had him on standard, he probably would have kept that position. Unfortunately, I decided for whatever reason, I forgot to put his pace back up to normal. He was... Oh, he was just crawling along. He was crawling along. Alright, Russell is doing some damage. We have DRS here. That was annoying. And then we have DRS here as well. Russell's doing good. Russell's doing real good. But he is pushing on this tyre. But we do have a little bit of
McLaren have got some
play.
momentum going.
Look, because he has a big gap here. So he can technically go down a little bit more. He can push harder. He could have been able to push realistically earlier, I guess. This is me being stupid. We should have pushed him harder. Because, like up here, he could have pushed. We could have had him push a lot harder. So we're going to keep him on push here for a little bit. Excuse me. Norris is on push. But Norris can't push too much. But he is going to push a little bit. We are going to push him a little bit. Man. So Schumacher's got a penalty? Yeah, what's going on here?
Sounds like we've had a spin.
I don't know what's happened there. He's got a penalty though. This race has been... It's like I'm playing a different game. I mean, we were in pole position. We were in first and second. And I think if I would have understood what I know now at the beginning of this race, we could probably still be in first and second. But I don't know. I mean, come on, Russell. I mean, Russell's doing really well. Russell's doing really well. I mean, he is racing Hamilton and Bottas because they have pitted. So that's the people he's racing right now, is Bottas and Hamilton. But we're pushing, so our tyres are wearing much quicker than theirs. Now, we should be going into DRS here. This will be interesting. His isn't even open. His isn't open. Neither of their DRS flaps were open. Which is, I don't know if that's just a little bug in the game here. Or if they didn't have DRS, which doesn't really make any sense. One of them should at least have had it. Russell is now catching. Now, the only two people ahead are the people we need to pass, right? Which is Hamilton and Bottas. Because they're the two people that have pitted. So technically, the way I look at it, is they're first and second. Well, Norris actually is first. I would say Norris is first. Because even though he's doing a one-stop... yeah, Norris is definitely first. Let's actually look at Norris's tyres. Okay. Let's put him on standard here. But Russell, I would like to push. See, these flaps aren't open on the DRS zone. I think that's just a game glitch and not necessarily realistic. Like, not... Then it's not that they're not using DRS, it's that the game is bugged there a little bit. So we're both on hards, so this is a pretty fair, even fight with me and Lewis here. And we need to catch Bottas, though. Gasly, I don't know where he came from. Was he ahead of Bottas, I'm assuming? Alright, here goes DRS. We should be able to pass. No, we are catching up to Bottas, though, which is good. And then another DRS. The two alphas are playing silly buggers right now. Come on, you should be able to take Gasly. I mean, he's on softs, though, so, I mean... I like the size of this track. I like that it's not a headache. It's not massive, and it feels like you're like, oh my god, I'm bored halfway around the track. And it's not too short, where it's like, okay, I mean, we're already 27 laps in, and so much has happened. I feel like we should be on lap 60 after all the excitement that's happened over the last few laps. It is like a brand new game, though. Like, I do feel... There we go. I do feel... Like, it's like, yeah, it's a completely different game. It's completely different. I feel like there's so much I have to learn now. Alright, we've got Leclerc in front of us on mediums, but he hasn't pitted. Bottas is doing great. Russell's doing great. I would like Russell to take Bottas. First, we need to take Leclerc right now, hopefully. Alright, we're still gonna have it. Can we take both? Nope. Listen, I'll take one. Okay. We're in fourth. Bottas has double, or not double, he has 10% more tyre though than we do. But I don't mind, because we're on a two-stop strategy, or two-stop strategy. So we're going to be switching tyres anyway. It's not like we're running all the way to the end here. No, let him ahead of you when we go into the final. Because otherwise he's going to pass. He's going to pass us now with DRS. Oh, no, we should have DRS. I think both of us have it, but... Okay. No, that was well, that wasn't supposed to happen, man. It wasn't supposed to happen. Oh, that's Norris in front. You go, Norris. Here we go. Hey, Russell, can you hold back cars behind? Is that actually... is this going to work or not? Let's see if he can hold back cars behind. I'm curious if he's going to be able to... Let's actually switch to this POV. I'm trying to let Norris get a little bit ahead here. Okay, don't hold back cars behind. Nah! Who's who now?
Alfa
I
Romeo
can't see. What's happening? Norris, let's look at your POV. I hate that position. I can't see a bloody thing. Okay, yeah, you've got to be on conserve though, because look at that tyre difference. How is Bottas? I swear. I think in this update, I truly think that they have changed the tyre wear, but not for the AI. Because how is he like 15% almost better tyre wear than I am on the same tyre?
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
It's not making sense. Alright, let's look at Russell's tyre wear. What? See what I mean? And Bottas is just chilling on 80%. It's not making sense. I genuinely think that the AI's tyre wear isn't wearing, but yours is. Because if you looked at the first round, first 10 laps, we had Verstappen, whose tyres didn't, his soft tyres didn't seem to be wearing. And now we have Bottas in the same boat. His tyres, look at these guys, both of them. Their tyres aren't wearing at all.
Mercedes moved up a place.
His tyres aren't doing anything. And Ricciardo's come out of nowhere, man. Ricciardo, good for you, but... This is brutal. This is a brutal race. I feel so lost in this race. Like, I went into this genuinely thinking this is going to be a walk in the park. Which it shouldn't. You're probably thinking, well, it shouldn't be easy. It should be challenging. I agree with you. But this is on a... There's so many updates all at once. And I think the tyre wear is a bit too harsh. I think they've gone a bit too much on the tyre wear. It's a bit too much. And it only seems to be working for me and not the AI. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, 63% and 76% and 77%. This guy has been pushing. I mean, this Bottas, I mean, I'm not the only one that was pushing tyres, man. It's insane. I mean, Ricciardo and Bottas up there in first and second.
For Mercedes.
Everyone's on hard tyres now. I may have pushed Russell a bit too hard on those tyres. Look at that, though. I pushed so hard, and he's still... Bottas still took him, and Bottas's tyres didn't move. There's no way Russell was pushing that hard, and Bottas was equally and more than Russell, and his tyres didn't fricking shift. The AI's tyres are awful. The AI's tyres are not... Don't seem to be moving. I'm just going to be honest, they don't. Ooh. I mean, Norris is on a... He's on his little one-stop. I mean, I would hope that he would be in, like, first position. If he's on a one-stop, he should be in first, right? These guys are ahead of him, and they've pitted. I'm not... Whoa, I didn't mean to go time 16. I'm not 100% sold on this new update. I'll give you my honest thoughts at the end. But I'm not sold on this update. The tyre wear is annoying me a lot. I mean, I just want it to be even across the board, and it doesn't seem to be. The fact that their tyre wear, man. Here comes Hamilton. Their tyre wear is just better. Everyone seems to be better.
It's a race position gained for Mercedes.
Russell ain't doing great anymore. Norris is having issues. Well, we knew his engine was about to go buggered. Man. What do you guys think? If you play this game, what do you think? And if you don't play and you've just been watching along, what do you think of this? Like, it's in the... It's changed. It's changed the game. Like, it doesn't... It's like complete 180. Yes, all the buttons and what you can do are the same. But it's completely changed the game. Completely. It's going to take time to just relearn how to play it. I've never known an update in a game like this dramatic.
Would like to box this lap. I'd like to box this lap, please.
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
So he's going to be boxing this lap, so let's have him on attack. Just to gain a little bit, you know what I mean? So Ocon's got the fastest lap. I'm just trying to think, is it more realistic? Have they made the game more realistic? I just can't help but think their tyre wear... I mean, you can't tell me Bottas wasn't pushing like a madman there. And his tyres didn't see... It seemed like he was driving on standards. Or standard pace.
Mercedes moved up a place.
I mean, Norris was only there because he was a one-stop. And now that everyone's had a one-stop, he's in, like, 13th. This isn't good. Nah, let's put you on standard. We're just gonna have to coast, my guy, and see what happens. I feel like there's nothing like... I feel like... I don't know. I feel like there's less to do now because of this update. Like, you just gotta let them coast and hope for the best. I really don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to think about it. I don't know what to think about it. I mean, Russell, I mean, we used a lot, but we have a lot. So, we've got about 8 laps to go until he switches tyres too, for the final stint. I don't know how to feel about it. I mean, we'll see how we finish, right? Let's see how we finish. We started off in 1-2. Let's see how we finish. The hard tyre at the beginning wasn't it. I've always had him at the hard tyre because we had a good time with him. But it was OP, the hard tyre. I'll admit, the hard tyre was overpowered. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel. Tire management is like a whole new game now. A whole new game. It's just so different. Who the bloody hell just passed us? What the hell's Ocon doing over here? In his bloody...
That's a good overtake from Alpine.
I mean, let's watch that so we can see him
look.
use his bloody
Have a watch
jetpack.
of this. Looks like Ocon.
I don't have DRS, but he does. Alright, whatever. Whatever. It's fine. I don't take care about it anyway. Careful, you wouldn't run. I bloody shut up. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I mean, we have Alpine. Oh, shut your face. Tires are slightly warm? How are they warm? You're on a standard pace. You're not even doing anything. I don't know how to feel about this. I'm going to be honest. I feel like I haven't even been enjoying the race because I've been so concerned about, oh my god, like what's happening? Norris got fastest lap. Dude, you're not even doing anything, my guy. Why are you going so fast? Calm yourself. How's the tires looking? You're okay. All right. My tires. Their tires. Ah, my days. I feel like this is sort of stuff that I would have learned how to manage this from the beginning, but since this is halfway through the second season and now it's changed, it's like, it's just very dramatic, okay? It's been very dramatic. Nice try, you failed. Who's failing? Norris? I mean, realistically, Norris should be passing these guys now. He's on mediums. If we're being real here. If we're being real.
Overtake available if needed.
He should be passing these lower guys, just for the sake that he's on mediums. If we're changing the tires and we're being realistic here, Norris should be smashing it.
Okay, Lando, nice job.
You're welcome. Do we have DRS? We don't, but the fella behind us
And
does.
McLaren with a great overtake.
I hate that DRS. I don't like the DRS on
Pass with an
track.
overtake there.
The circuit, I don't like. I mean, the circuit's not bad, but I don't like the... I hate DRS and then corner DRS. I don't like 2 DRS. We've had a crash. Good. Is there a safety car?
Yellow flags, yellow flags.
Copy.
Alright, we should have DRS here.
Yeah, that was a good job.
What, overtaking a guy that's spun out? Thank you. I mean, if I couldn't do that, you gotta fire me. I mean, Vettel spun out. Alright, DRS. Okay. Now we should be in the lead here. Bottas is pitted. He's on his final stint.
McLaren gain a position.
So's Norris, though. Norris is on his final stint.
Did somebody spin out
And
there?
he's 3 seconds almost behind. I mean, Norris is losing time here because of his powertrain. So with this being yellow, if you look at this, you can see it slows you down. It slows you down. Okay, open pit options. We're going to medium, right?
And box now.
The one-stop strategy for Norris
Yes,
has not
box.
worked. We should not have one-stop strategied him. Oh man, I'm so like... Let's attack. Like, I don't know. The guys ahead of us haven't pitted.
We've just had a spin.
Oh dear, we just had a spin. Sorry.
Seems to have been a lockup.
As long as it's not us. Alright. Russell's in the pits. So Norris is ahead of Russell. Okay. Let's see how we can do... Like, what is... I mean, as long as I can get both drivers in the top 8, isn't that what we promised? But I can't see a win. Even though we were first and second. I feel like... I don't blame... So, I would blame the tyres wearing quick. Right? Like, being unaware of the new update strategy. Like, the new tyre wear definitely hurt us. But it's hurt... But it should hurt everyone. And that doesn't seem to be the case. So, let's put him on standard here. So, Bottas pitted before Russell. And he's at 93, and we're at 96. So, unless they've also updated... I know there's, like, stats, right? Where you can add points to drivers. Where it makes them manage their tyre wear better. So, it's the only thing I can assume is that Bottas's tyre wear and everyone on the track has put all their points into tyre wear. Because none of them seem to be losing performance or track or grip, or the tyre wear doesn't seem to be going down, but they seem to be going faster. So it seems like they're pushing aggressively, but their tyre wear isn't going down. They're not losing that, which is frustrating. It's very frustrating. So all we can do now is wait. I mean, Russell should be able to stay Gasly so easily here, because in the game's terms, right, the soft tyre, I mean, we should be able to pass him now. He's on a hard tyre. We've got DRS here. We should take him. Now we're catching up to Hamilton. We're not catching up. We're trying to catch up to Hamilton. I feel like we haven't really used ERS much this race. Norris, let's actually check on Norris catching up to Leclerc. Who I don't think is pitted. No, he has not. So we're catching... Where the hell? Stop it! Okay, this one. So we're not here. We can't use ERS here, or DRS. Hopefully he doesn't get too far ahead. Because him and Ricciardo are right on each other. I may have to use deploy here. We're going to use deploy to catch up so that we can get in striking distance. Because right now we ain't in striking distance. But even the ERS seems to be better. I don't know. I mean, look how quick we're catching up to these guys with ERS on deploy. Alright, now we should be able to use... No, we will be able to use DRS on this corner. Okay, and again. Ooh, baby, all the way. Okay, so let's put overtake on for him. because he is close on these corners. And even though in the past I wouldn't, but look, I feel like the game has made overtaking better, which I do like. Overtaking is easier now on the track, because it used to be you could only realistically overtake in DRS. Like, overtaking...
McLaren, gain a position!
Overtaking with, without DRS, it used to be impossible. Let's go to neutral. Yeah, DRS again. Catching up to good old Ricardo. Let's put it on overtake. I mean, we're not that close to him. I don't want to use up all my juice, you know? Let's go back to neutral. We're not that close to him. Russell, though, struggling. Maybe the one-stop strategy did work out in Norris's favor. I don't know, man. I feel so useless, in all honesty, right now. DRS again. Even with DRS, not doing much. Not doing much at all. Let's check the guys' tyres. They're both fine. Russell can start pushing. Russell can push. He's 2 seconds. Let's push Russell a little bit. And just remember to take him off it. Let's go back to Norris and Ricardo here. Should be coming up into DRS and launch. We do have the #1 speed on the track for DRS. So we should... Yeah. We shouldn't have issues where we can't pass people with DRS. Okay. So, I mean, Norris might be able to get a podium. He might be able to get a podium. We are going to push his fuel on the last couple laps too, because he has a lot of fuel left. But we'll wait. We're still, what, 12 laps to go. Russell, not close enough to Hamilton yet, but he's getting there. Let's check his tyres, because I am pushing him. Okay, we're okay for now. Let's just keep an eye on that. I don't see us taking these two guys, though. Oh, no. Maybe Alonso. Wait, who's...
I think we've had a car run wide.
This is so difficult. Alright, Ricardo just took us back.
Race position gained for Mercedes.
I mean, it's insane. It's definitely much harder than it was last week. I'm still on the fence. Obviously, we're going to finish this season. So by the end of the season, I'll see, you know, if I prefer this update or if I preferred it how it was before. There was definitely an update needed. I just want to be clear on saying that. There was definitely an update needed. But I think it may have been too strong of an update, like too heavy one way. Russell is now caught up. His tyre. Okay, let's check on Russell here. Coming for Hamilton. I mean, there's a lot of these guys in front here. I mean, this is Hamilton, Leclerc, Ricardo, Norris. This is... Who? What was that? I'm pretty sure Ricardo just went off the track and didn't slow down.
Position gained.
Yeah, let's watch that overtake, shall we? Yeah, let's watch this replay. Not from this angle. And he didn't lose any time. First of all, he crashed into us.
There they go.
And then he went off track, and he still didn't lose time.
And that.
I am not happy with this. Let's put you in standard, because you're dropping a little bit too hard now. How's Norris doing? Norris's tyres, Gucci. Alright, Norris, have a little bit of an attack for a little moment, please. Just a little one. Just because Ricardo's annoying me. Russell, we need you to attack too. We need you to get back into DRS. Okay. That should be enough to keep us in DRS. And then Norris. Trying to get ahead of Ricardo, but he's using DRS. He can just catch up to us so quick, so there's no point in using that. Man, I mean, he's on hard tires.
Mercedes
Leclerc.
moved up a place.
Okay, there we go. I was gonna say Leclerc shouldn't be outperforming the mediums. I'm just going off of how this new game is, how it's playing out.
McLaren gain a position.
But I still don't believe that their tires are going down. Russell's at 64, Ricardo's at 73, Bottas is at 68. Here's the thing, Bottas pitted before we did. And our tires are worse than his. I don't think the AI's tires are going down. I really don't. I mean, Russell has been, for the most part, has been on standard pace. He went on attack like a couple times, but Bottas has to have been on attack too for him to get in the position he's in. He's passed so many people. I don't think the AI's tires are wearing. There's not much to go. We're gonna wait until like 2 laps out, and then we're gonna have to just go full push, right? Burn out this fuel. Just complete, utter push. Let's look at the tire overview here. Yeah, we should be fine pushing. I mean, you can see what push drops a lot. So if I pushed here, we'd end up in the 30s for tire wear. We can't do that. We're going to have to wait till like the last 2 laps. Are these guys not changing tires? It doesn't seem. So Alonso, Ocon, you guys aren't changing tires, huh? None of you guys are changing tires. Everyone's doing just a 2-stop.
Red Bull moved up.
Or 1-stop. Ocon, Alonso. This is awful. This is awful. Now Verstappen's just came out of bloody nowhere. This is awful, awful, awful. I mean, Verstappen's got better tyres than both of us too. And he's just pushed from like 15th place. You can't tell me he was not pushing his tyres to go from like 15th to 7th. Yet his tyres haven't bloody burned down at all. This is ridiculous. Ocon on a 1-stop. I don't know how his 1-stop is so much better than Norris's 1-stop. This is insane. Insane. Ricardo, who we were battling with, is now like 5 seconds ahead of us. How many laps do we have? Go away, yellow flag. Unless there's a freaking safety car.
Spun out.
Which is not. Hamilton spun. Good. See you later, Hamilton. Sucker! Okay, how many laps? 6 hours. Alright, we're gonna... this is gonna be close, though, if we start pushing. Are we gonna start pushing him? Alright, let's go push on fuel. Let's go deploy. Let's go attack. I'm worried about Norris's tires. I'm worried about Norris's tires. Just push, guys. Just push. 2 laps to go. Verstappen. Battery's drained. It's fine. Just keep going, guys. Keep going. Just push. Norris, get Verstappen, will ya? Good job. We don't want Red Bull. As long as we beat Red Bull, we're good, right? We just don't want Red Bull beating us because of the constructors. But it doesn't look like we're going to get a podium. I mean, unless Ricciardo does something insane. You know what I mean? I really need to be careful, though, with his tyres. We've still got another lap to go. Norris, I mean, one of us could... Oh, flippin' heck. There he goes with his little DRS again. Oh, man. This is the last lap. There's no more DRS. Like, what was that? I thought you got rid of that. I don't think I think Verstappen's going to take us here. Huh. Alpine. Oh.
That's the checkered flag.
I see that.
Cars are good today.
Obviously, we've got a bit of work to do as well, but that's a good haul of points.
We're still happy.
And here today, George Russell making British...
Alright. So we dropped 4 positions. These guys, I mean, look at this. Ricciardo up 8, up 7. Like, Verstappen went from like 15th to 4th. And their tyres didn't wear. And who that was bloody Ocon win? What of the... Listen, F1 manager, development team. Who do you think you are? You know, I don't come back after an update and have Ocon in first place. You guys are out of your goddamn minds, okay? Like, what have you done to this poor game? So, we're still first and second. But Verstappen is going to definitely be catching up. Constructors. We got 18 points, which is good. It's still better than Red Bull. It's not hugely better, but it's still better. Obviously, Alpine with 31 points. I mean, we'll take it. We are so far ahead. We have a nice comfort zone, but we still have half the season to go. Development point! Development point! Sorry, Oscar. How did we not lose money here from sponsor? I told them we would get fastest lap and we didn't. I'm not complaining. But we should have lost money there. Board review time! Okay, so this is what it is. So, your goal is to get 4th. We're calling him first. Long term is to get... Oh, win the Constructors is the goal. And we're in first. Their goal was by 2026. Seasons remaining 4. Team rating. I don't know how we're not higher than that. We're smashing it. Board confidence is high. Team bonus 1.5 million. Thank you. That just pays me back what these guys just bonused. So, okay. So let's have a little. Let's have a little look. It was a difficult race. Exceeded. Didn't exceed mine. Engine cooling and defending. Russell still needs defending, huh? Let's see, defending, he is pretty bad, so let's go ahead and put defending for you. And then for Lando, we could probably use defending for you too, to be honest, but... See, the smoothness is the tyre issue. I'm gonna put it in smoothness. How you're still okay, your morale is still okay. You're number 1 for the championship and your morale is just okay. If I was number 1 in F1 for the championship, I'm pretty sure my mood would be ecstatic. Alright guys, so that was the race. Interesting one. Interesting one. I'm gonna have to speed up here a little bit, just because otherwise it won't autosave. So test sensor has been upgraded. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Brake cooling, engine cooling. All right. So, honest thoughts and opinions. So I didn't even know there was I knew there was an update coming, but I didn't think it had been pushed yet. I thought it was supposed to be on the 17th, which was 10 days ago. So I knew there was one coming, but I still didn't know if it was there. But it was obvious as hell on race day. First of all, when we were setting up, choosing our strategy, the tires were like, it's like doing a one-stop strategy is what I used to do, or try to do as much as possible. It's pretty much out of the window, unless you're just going to coast the whole way. You can't push at all with a one-stop strategy because you won't make it to the end of the race on the tires. But even with the two-stop strategy that Russell had, I don't know, it felt like my tires were wearing, but the other team's tires weren't. Because, like, Bottas, like was it before the tire change? He came up from, like, 9th to, like, 2nd, and his tires were better conditioned than mine. And on the second stint, he pitted before us. He pitted like 2-3 laps before Russell. And he ended up with better tyre wear than Russell, which was 2 laps extra on his tyres. And Bottas is like, it's hard. I don't know. I feel like they pushed it too hard in a certain direction. I think the tyre wear thing it's too dramatic. You know what I mean? Like most games, when they do updates like this, they introduce, you just chip away at it until you get to a sweet spot. I mean, given this is the first real update they've done, or main or good, like big update, but I feel like it should have been a lot softer first, see how it works. But this feels like it's so dramatic. I mean, we were, after qualifying, we were P1 and P2 going into this race. And I think pre-update, we would have won P1 and P2. And we didn't. We did not. We didn't even make the podium. Yeah. Not feeling great. Don't love it. Don't like the update. There was definitely an update needed, but I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season plans out. We may start dropping off like crazy now. We may not get a podium ever again. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but let me know what you think if you play the game. It definitely needed an update because the tires were a bit OP. But I also think even with the update, the AI's tires they're not wearing. So let me know what you think if you play it. If you don't play it and you're watching, it was pretty drastically obvious, right? But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon with a brand new video.